Hello and welcome back to Fireside Improv Chapter 21 of this Karl Franz saga. The von Carsteins have been annihilated. They have one army roaming around left, but otherwise their power base has been shattered. Back in the south, Karl Franz is now looking to march against an orcish army that has appeared and wants to counter it before it's too late. But Vlad von Carstein is here a little bit more, and the Emperor does want to destroy him one last time before moving on to those orcs.
Attack!
And with that, the Emperor knows that the threat has been completely destroyed.
Sigma compels us onward. Yes?
Further north, Eckhart Quate has taken over Fort Theodric, who was wounded in battle against a person calling himself Festus the Leech Lord. The Plague Lands was discovered to contain a demonic host that was too much for the combined armies of Theodric and Ralph. Ralph was able to march and limp his way back to Needling. Eckhart has taken over for the wounded Theodric. He's not sure if he will be able to get his soldiers out alive, but he has found some nearby ogre mercenaries that he is going to bring on to see if they can help to protect him. Festus's army was also wounded in the battle. They don't have a huge host left, so he's hoping it will be enough to be able to hold them off. Up in the north, the end time seems to have begun. Several armies of Norska and demonic hosts have come forth. Balthazar Gelt has already abandoned Norden to the armies approaching there. He's hoping he can hold at Salzenmund. The Lord of the End Times has also shown himself up in the northern parts of Kislev. He has declared himself an enemy to the Empire and has made his intention to destroy the world clear. Festus does move on Eckhart's army that was trapped in his territory. It will be a close fight with those ogre mercenaries. The big threats will be the Lord's Festus himself. It's unclear if the Empire will have the forces to kill those legendary heroes. The Empire forces are small in numbers. They do not think they have much of a chance to hold off against the demonic host, but they will do what they can. The demonic host does wait for their reinforcements to arrive before joining the battle. The Empire forces wonder if they should go towards the mountains and hold there, but they think that holding in the open field might be a better bet where they can try to maneuver against the superior forces just a little bit.
summon!
By Ulrich's wrath!
Sigmar guides us! Hungry!
Take position!
Kindle flame! The Heldenhammer! If I got a thundering force! Understood! When supper! That's right! The Empire endures! Charge! Summon fire!
The ogres try their best to take down the enemy hero, but it does not seem to be enough firepower. The wizard continues to try his best to attack Festus from a distance with his magics, but he does keep shrugging it off. Eckhart stands alone against the beasts. Festus tries his best to corrupt the essence of this noble Empire captain.
Run for it!
And in the end, there is nothing that the Empire can do here. Festus is simply too powerful, and his heroes have the corruption of Nurgle flowing through their veins, making them unstoppable nightmares. Eckhart, the wizard, and the brave Empire soldiers, even the mercenaries, were all killed by Festus. But at least now the Emperor knows what he is up against in the Plagued Lands. The Norskins do finally assault the settlement of Norden. The defenders really don't have much of a chance, and they do fall, but not without putting up a good fight and perhaps slowing down the advance of the Norskins. With Norden having fallen and Solzhenmund now under siege, the Emperor moves quickly
Bring me to
to
my men.
deal with the orcish threats so that he can turn his attention towards the Plague Lands and beyond.
Now is the time, men of the Empire, to unite, for the orcs gather. Beyond the pass, a war boss draws to him all that is foul. An orc horde beyond imagining. As Sigmar fought, so shall we. We will become part of the legend. We will wipe the orcs from our door. And only when this is done, when our nation has healed, shall I take up Ghal Maraz. For Sigmar, for the Empire, for the Warhammer!
The Emperor sits back and lets his Hellstorm rocket batteries bring the orc and goblin horde to him. He waits at the bottom of the hill for them to come right down. The Empire force is vastly superior to the Greenskin army that has assembled. The Emperor isn't going to overthink this one. He's just going to sit back and let the enemy throw themselves at his force. The Greenskin Warboss challenges the wizard up in the air. Of course, the wizard doesn't stand much of a chance with him directly, but with his crossbows shooting from below, he may be able to hold him off.
We are Sigmar's heirs! Don't give them an inch!
The Greenskins have brought a great giant onto the battlefield. The Emperor marches directly to him to show the soldiers of the Empire that he will not back down from any opponent. A great Arachnarok spider also comes onto the fields, and again the Emperor immediately seeks him out in order to fell the creature. The greenskins and their great beasts that they brought onto the fields were all felled by the Emperor, and victory was achieved with the help of the dwarves, who the Emperor is now thinking may just still be allies if it comes from Thorgrim himself, but he's still not too sure about Umgrin and Clan Angrund as well. With the Orcish forces defeated, with the vampires defeated, the southern part of the Emperor and eastern part is now safe. The Emperor decides now is the time for him to wield the legendary Ghal Maraz in order to head north and try to prevent the end times from occurring and to push back all of the demons and the Norskins.
I see no other option. Sigmar compels us onward. Honored to serve. Let us begin. Protector of the weak.
I will marshal the men.
The demons launch their first assault against Salzenmund. Balthazar Gelt is ready with the garrison and his elite soldiers that he brought over from Norden. He is determined to hold them off here and prove the might of the magics of the Empire, and that it is an equal to those of the demonic hordes. The demonic hordes stand in front of the walls of Salzenmund, taking fire from the Great Hellstorm rocket batteries, hoping that they can reach the walls in one piece. The assaulting force splits up their army, with most of the weak defenders going in one direction and most of the stronger attackers on the other side. Balthazar Gelt decides to sally out of his city, out of the safety of his walls, in order to meet the more elite soldiers outside, where he can have his crossbows and towers raining down on them undisturbed, while they are isolated from the chaff of their forces. Meanwhile, the demonic forces are able to stream into the unprotected parts of the city. Balthazar Gelt is having to quickly march back in order to deal with them. The elite soldiers of the Empire do what they can to slow the advance of the chaff of the demonic horde, but they are going to need reinforcements soon or they will collapse.
Twin-tailed comet! For the Warhammer! Swordsman! Cavalry ready! Reichsguard Knights! At speed!
The Empire endures! Moving now! Quick march! Take the ground!
For Heldenhammer! Yes, General! Sigmar guides us! Reichsguard Knights! For Heldenhammer! At speed!
Ready for war!
Your battle is nothing to our master.
Very well!
Ultimately, the men of the Empire are able to chase away the Warriors of Chaos that just do not have the stomach to continue the fight against the Great Wizard of Balthazar Gelt. It is a warning to all of the other armies that are streaming into Empire territory and into the straits between Norska and the Empire. While the first foray of the Norskins into the Empire in Norden was a defeat for the Empire, the second was a fantastic victory that pushed back the demonic forces. There are still several armies and fleets around the Empire's territory, that will still have to be dealt with, but they now know that they can achieve victories against them. The Emperor knows that he needs to march up quickly and deal with Festus in the Plagued Lands so that he too can join the front and push back all of the enemies that seek to bring the end of the world.